going out there? Thought I'd mix it up. I'm going to teach you how to get funky, which is a little different than funky. We're actually not going to do funk today. We're going to do funk. Funk. F-O-U-N-K-E-E-E. Funky. Anyway, I'm going to show you a cool chord that is an amazing chord for blues, but it also happens to be the predominant chord used for all kind of more funky kind of music. It's called a 9 chord. Alright? Maybe a little challenge at first, but it's so cool. It's definitely worth me showing you, and it's worth you working on it a little bit. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take my middle finger, and I'm going to move it up to the 7th fret on this A string. Right there. Yeah, I'm going to take my index finger and put it on the 6th fret of the next string over. Then I'm going to take my ring finger, and this is the part that I find can be tricky for people, but just work away at it. Ring finger is going to cover the G, the B, and the high E. It's pressing down on all 3 strings. So what I recommend to you is if you're still trying to work on a chord like this, and I remember it was a challenge for me, but once I got it, I was so relieved to finally have it and to be able to implement it into all the different styles that I liked, because it really is a versatile chord. So sometimes you can use put your ring finger down first across all 3, then add these fingers, and other times add the middle and first finger first, and then add your ring finger over, like that. Okay? So the cool thing about this chord is all the strings have a finger down. The low E doesn't. But this particular one, since the location we're at, this is actually called an E9 chord. You can actually substitute this for the E7 chord that I taught you earlier. So what you want to do is just try and get a sound out of it first. Let me talk about funk for a second, okay? F-O-U-N-K. Funk. Okay? Most funk guitar playing, the right hand's going 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And the funk grooves that a guitar player will play are little tiny little clusters that come from that constant 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So the first thing that I like to do is if you're working on that chord and you're starting to get it, what you do is form the chord but then relax your hand so you don't hear anything. Like that. And go 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So what I'm doing is I'm squeezing with my left hand on when I want to sound. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze, 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 as this is going. So if you look at my right hand, and don't mind my robot head, but if you look at my right hand, it's doing a constant stream of and then I'm just using the control of my left hand to get the sound out of it. And so let me just show you the 3 spots. Keep track of the middle finger. The E9 chord is on the 7th fret. Then we're going to go up to the 12th fret. And then we go back to the 7th fret. You can switch back and forth. Obviously, there's a lot of nuance that you can add to this, but start with that, like the 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. like that. Really cool thing that you can try is add your pinky 2 frets higher from where your ring finger is on that chord, and you can add it and take it away like this. And so what you see is that one chord alone you could almost play in a whole funk band with just that one chord. So it's worth it, and like I said too, it can be used in the blues as well. So just, I just wanted to give you another little flavor to add to what you've already learned so far.